I just wanna start a new day. Come on and wake up, everybody. Sun shining on my head. Take a little time to hold your head up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Twinergy podcast. I am Sam, Durag Daddy, the intelligent twin, with my co-host,
G-Wagon, aka the handsome twin, and thank you for tuning in to episode 2. Twin, what's new this week?
Not much, man. Just been chilling and doing some hiking. I've been trying to cook and eat better, things like that. Just a little simple stuff. Not being at work's been kind of throwing off my schedule a little bit. Been staying up late, been sleeping in late. So whenever I get back to my work schedule, school schedule, I feel like it's going to be a little bit more under control. But in the meantime, we're just trying to power through it. How about you, man?
It's been a tough week. I'm trying to get ready for work, and my sleep schedule is fucked up as well. I've been staying up hella late, sleeping in hella late, feel like a bum. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? Never had this much off time, and I don't know what to do with it. So it's like, what the fuck?
Kind of sitting around with your hands up in the air, looking around like, what do I do next? Kind of
Exactly.
I've actually kind of been taking this time to explore a little bit more Chattanooga. I went on a hike on a new area I've never been to. It's called Moccasin Bend. I didn't realize it was a national park. So,
were you hiking, or
yeah, I was hiking.
Were you visiting, or did you check in?
I didn't have a girl at the time to go see at the facility, so I decided to go for a hike. And I didn't realize there was a golf course there too. I wouldn't mind going for a little golf session sometime. I've always
That's
heard
new to
golf
me.
is fun. What's that?
I said that's new to me. I never knew there was one.
Yeah, there's one like literally, I want to say 10 minutes away from the hiking spot. I've always heard golfing's fun, but I'm not really a washed up high school athlete, so I never really got into golf too heavy. But I went to Top Golf once, and I was like, yeah, I'd give this a go.
Yeah, golfing is not for me. I try to hit the golf ball like a baseball, and I'm like, can't get the swing down. So I guess I'm also not a high school washed up rich kid or whatever you said, twin. But golfing is not for me. I also did not know there was one there by the Moccasin Bend. That's crazy. But other than hiking, what else did you do? Didn't know you was a big hike guy.
Oh, yeah, I love hiking. I actually hiked at Enterprise South with one of our buddies last week.
Oh.
Kind of caught up with him and everything. We're going on a hike in Lafayette tomorrow with our mutual friend Mitch.
Oh.
And it'll be good to catch up with him and everything and get back.
Wonder how's Mitch doing.
If you're listening, we love you. We miss you. We do
love you, Mitch.
Can't wait to see you next Friday, actually.
I'm going in tomorrow. It sucks.
What are you going in for?
I don't know, dude. I really don't. Now I'm like,
this man is money hungry. He does not want to use his PTO.
More like I have no PTO, dude. I have no PTO.
Yeah, but that's really what I've been kind of doing is getting out and exploring a little bit, getting a little bit of exercise, a little bit of racquetball. I'm a racquetball player. That's about really all I've been doing. Been eating a little bit better. Like I said, I've been watching my macros, my calories, trying to get a good understanding of how to properly nourish myself, if that makes sense. And I've lost a few pounds actually last week, so we're in the right direction. I'll be having a 6-pack by summer, no big deal. Have the ladies drooling all over me by the pool. We'll see what happens.
I'm proud of you, twin. I really am, and I hope the girls just flock in towards you. I know that's what you want, and you're like, you've been talking about this 6-pack for probably 3 months now, and I would love to see the end result. I know the girls at work already flock on you, so I could not imagine you coming in just flexing that 6-pack, what it's going to be like.
Okay, they do not flock to me. They have a light jog, yes, but they don't flock.
No, they flock.
Cap. Anyway, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We're going back to golf. I have a question. Have you ever been to the Top Golf, Twin? Because I've been one time, and I was very, very mediocre at it.
Actually, yes. I've been to multiple. Chattanooga, love this city, love this state. But there are better Top Golfs out there. We have a one-story, and it's kind of lame. The wait time. If you're not good at it, then, if you were up on the top deck and you hit it, you might get a little bit more yardage because you're up higher, But the one in Huntsville is 4 stories. We should take a trip out there one.
God damn, 4 stories?
Yes, 4. It's crazy. So, yes, I have been. I love ones that are not here better than the one that we got because, like I said, it's 1 story. I don't know why. They could have made it 4. There's nothing behind the Top Golf but woods. So it doesn't make sense. I'd rather go putt-putt than Top Golf.
Little Sir Goonies action. I see you.
Yes, Sir Goonies. Used to be one of my favorite spots. Then it just went downhill, I think. But the go-kart selection they got is pretty good. Gatlinburg, as far as mini golf, has the best mini golfs.
Have you ever been to Myrtle Beach? That's my question. Because
Who
the mini
hasn't?
golf at Myrtle Beach, unmatched. I remember being a kid, we were at this Pirates of the Caribbean course. It was so much fun. My dad, my brother, and I went. I probably stomped them all. I'm goated in the sauce, as they say, at mini golf. But one thing I'm actually looking forward to is taking some road trips with you. Maybe take the podcast on the road. We have a Knoxville trip planned eventually, maybe. But where else would you maybe want to take the Twinergy podcast, you think?
That's a big one, Twin. There's a lot of places that we could take it within the states and without of the states. I don't know if the podcast could fund itself to go out of the states yet, but the Knoxville I'm really looking forward to just because of the Culvers. I love Culvers.
Oh, yeah. Culver's.
You love Culver's.
Had to get some when I was home, actually, up in Illinois, because I was like, I got to slide and get some.
Without me. That's crazy.
Well, you didn't slide your order over to me, so I couldn't really get you anything.
I love the concrete mixers.
I mean, if you've never had Culver's, a concrete mixer is essentially a blizzard, but it's made with the frozen custard at Culver's, and it is phenomenal.
Better.
But I will say, if I go to Culver's, the one stop guarantee I'm going to get at Culver's are the cheese curds. I have yet to find cheese curds that can match Culver's.
Everyone loves those. They're so good. We need to take a trip out to Dallas for In-N-Out. I think that's the closest one. Their loaded fries are good. I don't know what the sauce is. I mean, like we said last podcast, being a McDonald's employee, the Big Mac sauce. They charge extra for anything else but the Big Mac. It reminds me of the Big Mac sauce. I think it's a little bit different though because they put onions in it. So their milkshakes are good. I would say better than Steak and Shake around here. So we definitely need to take a trip to Dallas.
I mean, if we're going to Dallas, we may as well slide to Soho and see what the big party's all about. You
True.
know what I'm saying?
True. We should.
Going back to Knoxville, I think what would be really fun is, so we're talking about going to a comedy club this weekend. And Chattanooga is kind of a small town, like a small time comedy club, but they have comedy clubs in Nashville, Knoxville, Memphis that are probably a lot better. I've been to one in Nashville. If you ever want to go, hit up your twin. We're going to go. But I want to go up to Knoxville and hopefully hit a comedy club while we're up there and just see what the scene is up there. I love comedy clubs. It's always fun to see all the different people and see who you find that does comedy. And they come from all over the world too, even just to Chattanooga. So going to somewhere like Knoxville and Nashville would be even more fun.
Yeah, that's true. I've only ever been to a murder mystery that's in Chattanooga. So I've never really been to a comedy.
What is this called?
Murder Mystery. It's behind the.
I thought you said Murmur Street, and I'm like, where the hell is that at?
No, dude. I've never been to a comedy catch. I've watched them on, YouTube, etc. So I'm excited for this one, and I wouldn't mind taking a little trip to Nashville to see what bigger ones are about. I don't know this dude that Twins wanting to go to, so hopefully he's good. I have not watched any of his stuff, but I'm excited. Hopefully I'll laugh my ass off because it's going to be kind of hard to beat Twin's kind of good at telling jokes. So,
little does he know, I have a little set up for myself this weekend that he'll be sitting in on.
The opening act, the intelligent twin.
I'm just sitting up there nervous as hell, just sitting there shaking, standing, staring at the lights. So what about airline food? But yeah, man, Nashville would be fun.
It would be.
I've been to Nashville a couple times.
We go to Memphis if you want.
I'll go to Memphis strictly for the Bass Pro Shops Pyramid. Maybe a Grizzlies game. You probably have to pay like $20 to get in on the front row seats there because not many people are Grizzlies fans.
Yeah, true. I mean, maybe it might. Maybe we could go to a Grizzly game. The Pyramid would be cool. I mean, I'm like, how many stories is it? Can't remember.
I couldn't even tell you, man. It's they say it's one of like the tallest pyramids in the world too.
Apparently, it's got a balcony on two sides that you can go out on and look over. It'd be kind of cool.
That would be fun. Maybe a comedy club. I'm a slut for comedy clubs though, like I said. So anytime I like go to a big city, I'm always kind of like, ooh, we can go to this comedy club. But going to St. Louis a lot growing up, I never went to a comedy club there, and I'd like to go back to St. Louis sometime to see the comedy clubs. I don't know if you've ever been to St. Louis or not, but St. Louis is a lot of fun. You definitely keep your head on a swivel walking around there, but it's definitely a lot of fun if you've never been. Six Flags there is fun too, of course.
I have not been. I think the Six Flags I went to was...
We got a phone down.
in Atlanta. That's the only Six Flags I've been to. Man, what's that big water park that's close? I can't remember the name, but that's another
Lake Winnie?
No. There's another one, Twin. It's huge. I can't remember the name.
Which direction are we headed here?
I'm pretty sure it's on the way to Six Flags. I can't remember. Anyways, we'll have to go there. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, when I get the six-pack, too, especially. We're going to have to go to the water park, and I'll just stand around and flex it,
You just hey,
the tattoos. Yeah, they're new. Yeah, they're new.
You're going to be on the inner tube with random people like, don't mind these.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah, just take a shift there while I'm at it and just start.
You going to be flexing? Yeah, ladies, these are from racquetball day. Don't worry about these.
Yeah, these delts. Yeah, these are all racquetball delts. Can't lie.
Maybe you could be a comedian. Like, you are pretty funny.
I've thought about it. I'm definitely not funny enough to be up in front of people like, wow, like that. So, I want to get into a little discussion with you. So, we kind of touched topics on a couple of things we like to eat, but I'm going to raise a challenge to you. I want to discuss with you some of the best food to find in chat, and I'm going to let you kind of tell me what you like, what you don't like, and get into it.
Ooh, best food in chat. That's hard. Originally being from here, growing up here, they've come and go. I know you wanted to break it off in like 3 groups, and we're starting off with Mexican. That's hard. There's a lot, Mexican, the best ones are like the ones that no one goes to. Okay, the ones that no one knows about, and I know Twin has a favorite one over here by where he lives. That one is pretty good. That one's solid. The one I'm going to have to go with, though, is the Amigos by my house. It's over by the docks in Harrison. They got pretty good taco bowls, and it's like their cheese dip. Okay, I know cheese dip is just like an American thing. I've been told that multiple times, but I can't help it. It's good. Okay, it's really good. And
if you're not getting cheese dip at Mexican, you're not doing it right, to be honest.
you can use it for multiple things. Chips, put it on your food. Some foods come with it.
I mean, I'm the same with the salsa, though, too. You know, if a Mexican restaurant has like a solid dip and salsa, you know it's good. You know it's going to be absolutely fire.
Okay, yes. Also, side question. Have you ever been to Chewy's?
Where's this at?
Gun Barrel.
No,
The Miller's we always go to, it's right beside Miller's, dude. It's called Chewy's.
I have not tried it, but it sounds like we're going to have to, though, because you're talking pretty high about it.
Anyways, for the guys that want to go, because obviously Twin doesn't, they have a spicy ranch. I've never heard of a spicy ranch, and I use it on my chips, and it is...
See, the Midwestern enemy, I heard that young as hell. Spicy ranch was always good as hell.
Okay, well, being from the Southeast, I'm just now hearing of it because I just now went to Chewy's. But anyways, it's pretty good. Like I said, overall Mexican, that's hard, dude. Because there's good ones. Like, okay. And we're also talking just in chat. Oh, man, dude. Probably the one by my house. Honestly, it's probably the best one. I know you have...
What's it called again?
Just Amigos. It's just called... I mean... Here in chat, you have a lot of Amigos. So you have to know which Amigos you're going to. Because, I mean, there can be Amigos over in downtown, Amigos by where I live, Amigos over here by where Twin lives. I'll probably say the Amigos where I live.
See, I'm split on mine. I'm still trying to figure out. Because there's two that I like. And I don't know if you'd count one as like a Mexican restaurant, but it's like it's Mexican food. It's that Mr. Burrito I was telling you about last week. It's like a build your own bowl, build your own burrito, build your own nachos kind of place. You kind of pick your own ingredients, make your burrito how you want. I've always loved restaurants like that so much because you kind of just make your own burrito and just you get everything you want. It's really good. If you haven't tried it, definitely recommend Mr. Burrito. If you shout out Mr. Burrito for real, fire food, and it's a close tie to El Agave here in the Signal Mountain area. That place. This was my first Mexican restaurant I went to when I moved here, and it's been unmatched ever since I've moved here. I've gone to a few Mexican restaurants, and that one is by far the best. Like. Anytime I have people come visit me, we're going to El Agave. We're checking out the beautiful cheese dip. We're getting some good salsa, guaranteed every time. And I know last time we went, we talked about this. The Mexican restaurants with a little art on the table, like that's covered by a big piece of plastic. You know that Mexican food's about to hit. But tell me real quick, like what's your favorite barbecue spot here in chat?
It's also hard because there are, like I said, you got mom and pops or you got mainstream. Dude, Mission Barbecue is pretty good. I know Twin
Mission Barbecue.
I know Twin likes Jim and Nick's. That one's pretty good. I don't know, Twin. That's hard because there are a lot of good ones. There's one over by my house. Highway 58 Barbecue. It's more of like a mom and pops.
I haven't been there, but I've always heard really good stuff about that. I need to try it.
Fucking good. Okay. Best one. I'm going to go on a limb and say Edley Barbecue. Edley's in North Shore. Did we go there together? Okay. Anyways, they have these barbecue tots. It's an appetizer. It's about the size of a main course. So good.
Oh, you know it's fire.
It's
just you talking about it is making my mouth water already, and
so
I haven't
good.
even seen or know anything about this food. but I could already tell it's good.
It's so fire. I ordered the tots every time. I'm pretty sure you can get different things on the tots, but I go the barbecue every time because it's good. They have like chives, a couple different sauces you can put on top, bacon bits, the barbecue, of course, the tots. It's just good all around. I know you. I don't know if you have like a lot of ideas because you're not really a barbecue guy. Like I said, you only go to Jim and Nick's really if you're going barbecue. So I would like to hear what your best barbecue is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Jim and Nick's.
So, interesting enough, Twin's about to learn something new about me is for about 2 months, every Saturday, I would go to a different small barbecue spot and try out their barbecue and figure out which one was the best. And I ranked it pretty much. There's 3 things. It has to have good mac and cheese, good actual barbecue sauce, and the brisket has to be like just juicy, tender, just fall apart in your mouth. And one of the best ones I think I've been to is Nugacue. It's near Chat State. They hit all 3 boxes every time, but there is a close second. There's that barbecue spot. I don't remember the name of it. It's in Hickson, right by the Harbor Freight. I don't know if you've seen it or not. It's just like one of those little shack barbecue spots. Man, it's so good. They have like these loaded, huge baked potatoes. You can put like sour cream, brisket with barbecue, chives, cheese, all that good stuff.
I have not tried that. Also, I didn't know that Twin spent every Saturday trying out new barbecue places. That's something new to me, and I'm actually intrigued.
It was a pretty good project, I think. I got pretty good conclusive evidence from all the different restaurants, but I'm always willing to try something new and see where I can rank it. Maybe one of these Twinergy top 5s. I'll break down my top 5 barbecue in chat.
Okay, that's a good idea. We should. Sounds like you're very caught up on the new barbecue trends in Chattanooga.
I'm kind of an expert, not gonna lie.
Kind of an expert. Okay, let's see. Now that Twins outmatch me in barbecue, I want to know overall. What you think overall? You've been living here, what, two years?
Yeah,
okay.
2 years. 2 beautiful years.
Okay, well, I want to know in the last 2 years, which restaurant you would give the best overall. We're talking about food, service, like everything. Because some places you got good food, but you're like, this girl's been gone 5 minutes. I'm eating the ice for a drink. Like, where's my refill? Like,
Eating the ice. You're down bad when you're eating the ice, begging for mercy for something to drink.
Especially whenever you get something hot. It's like, dude, my mouth's on fire. I thought you'd be back by now.
That's always Buffalo Wild Wings for me. It's every time. Like, I like spicy wings, but man, whenever like you run out of something to drink, you're sitting there, your eyes are watering, your ears are steaming like a cartoon character. That wee kind of deal. And I'm chewing on ice and everything like that. But so for my best overall restaurant for food, service, all that stuff, that's a very, very tough one because I've been to a lot. Man, I'll have to think on this one. Do you have one in mind while I think about this?
I already know. I have.
Okay, you need to go ahead and I'm going to think on this one.
Okay, you go ahead and think. I'm going to let everyone know that's listening in. Provino's. It might be a biased. Provino's is over by the Rave. It's an Italian spot. Service, good. Okay, I've had friends that's worked there. It never really served me, so I'm not trying to be biased. Everybody in there is usually right on top of it. Shout out Provino's. Sponsor me, please. Love your guys' food. The rolls, I want to say they're garlic rolls. So good, dude. Oh my God. Lasagna. It's like The best lasagna I've had. Anyone that doesn't back me up, oh well, because it is the best lasagna I've had in Chattanooga. And like I said, overall, best place, service is good, food's good. Every time you're going home with a smile on your face because you just got really full. And it's like, okay, this is it.
I guess I kind of have a interesting one. It's going to be a chain restaurant, actually. And I know. I'm going to get the hate, but
I'm disappointed.
it's going to sound weird for me to say it. Now, it's not my favorite overall restaurant, but when we're talking consistent food, consistent service, I got to say it's Twin Peaks. I can't lie. There's an energy in Twin Peaks.
Oh my god!
It's hard to match. But again, I really haven't been to many like sit down restaurants besides like chains. I haven't really hit a lot of local sit down restaurants here though either. So
Looks like we're going on a bro date, as they say, to Provino's, because Twin Peaks. It hasn't even been here a year, right? When they... It has been here a year? Okay. Anyway.
yeah, I think it's been here since last like February or March or something like that.
Well, me and Twin had a thing going for a while where we'd go to Twin Peaks every Saturday, and I've kind of been burnt out. Can't lie. We probably should have, switch it up a little bit, but very disappointed with your answer. Really.
Well, I mean, I think you should take that personal and show me better then. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I will. Like I said, we're going on a bro date to Provino's as soon as we can because it's unmatched.
I mean, I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
Hold on. Have you been to Rodizio Grill? Dude, come on.
Everyone's always saying how good it is. I have not been yet.
Okay. I forgot about them in this overall thing because it's head to head. Rodizio Grill has like this block that you sit on the edge of the table, and it's like if it's green, you want them to keep on bringing food, and they will. Really? They will stack it up. Red, if you're done, you lay it down flat. If you just need a break, okay. Their beef parmesan, unmatched. Glazed pineapple.
That sounds delicious.
It is. Glazed pineapple, unmatched. That's the first time I ever tried lamb and duck. Was not good. I'm not a fan of it. They had some sort of type of chicken. Can't remember. It's good. It's like a Brazilian place. It's good. So it's mainly around Brazilian food and culture. It's pretty good. I'll also take you on a bro date there.
I'm just going to be a little prince, aren't I?
Okay. I do not like the way
just going to be spoiled like a little prince, I guess.
He's paying. Does he know?
What?
He's the one with the good credit cards. You use your air miles on our food. You know what I'm saying?
Get that venture card swiping.
Oh, yeah. There you go. The adventure card. I couldn't think of the name of it, but shout out Capital One. Okay.
Hey, we're looking for that sponsorship, venture card. Hit us up. We'll happily be podcasting for you in no time.
Brought to you by Capital One.
Capital One venture card.
Unlimited air miles for the twins here. I'm trying to take a...
Capital One's taking the twins to Australia. We're going to have the handsome twin fight a kangaroo.
Oh, wow. Wow. Actually.
I would love to see that. I would love to see you try to square up against a kangaroo.
I would.
I
seen a video the other day of this dude's dog getting attacked by a kangaroo. And
I think I've seen this, yeah. When they like, fight him and shit.
Yes, bro. He started swinging on it. I'm like, whoa. Is this counted as animal abuse? Because this dude is jacked.
I think the swing first rule might apply. Did he swing first or did the kangaroo swing first?
I don't know. Because, kangaroos, they just, stand back and, have their arms up. I have seen one go back on its tail because, their tail's very strong.
Bro, what?
Yes. Leaned back on his tail, both legs in my boy's chest. I was like, wow, okay, this is crazy.
Just drop kick the motherfucker. That's crazy.
Drop kick. I'm talking about Conor McGregor couldn't even. You know what I'm saying? Flying knee to the face, maybe. Kangaroo on its tail, both legs in your chest, unmatched.
Yeah, you're not coming up from that. I mean, unless you're just built different, you know.
That's true. Off this food topic, before I get hungry, I want to talk about tattoos and body modifications.
Okay. What do you want to talk about them?
Overall, what we like about them, and the impact they have, not only on us, other people, and our family.
Ooh, the family. Sounds like you have a story you'd like to share with the class. So, well, okay, how about this? We're going to dive into it. We both have a fair amount of tattoos. Me more than you because I'm built different, like I've said. My first tattoo was actually an outline of a wolf on my chest. And, like, not even like a wolf, but like a clip art looking wolf. I know you've probably seen it before. Really just I got it done in some dude's, like, living room. $20 tattoo. Dude had one eye. Not a good idea. I learned I needed to start going to shops after that. But I want to know what your first tattoo was.
Okay, it's going to be embarrassing. So, the white girl side of me came out. I was hanging around a group of buddies, tatted up. I was like, okay, dude, I got to get one. My mom doesn't care. I'm 18, about to get my first tattoo. Okay, so all morning, I'm sitting there searching Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook. I'm like, dude, what should I get? Go back on Pinterest. I'm like, okay, something that wraps around my arm would be cool, right? Okay, so I was like, okay, let's see. Rope? No.
Rope?
Well, I mean, you know, I was big into, like, ships then. So I was thinking, like, a big, like, ship rope just wraps around my arm, you know. And then add a ship in the background later. Didn't happen, okay? So I'm on Pinterest, like I said. I'm searching. I see this snake tattoo, okay? And I'm like, dude. Number one, I don't even like snakes. I don't know why I'm looking at this. Actually, I hate them a lot. But I was like, okay, that looks sick. Okay, so I'm going to have it wrap around my arm, my forearm. The head's going to be down by my wrist. The tail's going to be up by my elbow. I'm like, okay, got this picture. It's very detailed. Go to a shop. Not going to name the shop. Don't want a free, shout out unless they're going to give me a free tattoo. Anyways, went to this.
That's where we draw the line right there. We're not shouting out your shop unless you want to give us some free ink. We refuse.
Dude, tattoos are expensive. You know that.
Yeah, they really are.
At least for good ones. They're crazy. Okay, so got this tattoo. Dude's like, okay, I can freehand it. I was like, oh, okay. Let me see. It's my first tattoo. Let me notice, like, the difference between...
Little did Gavin know it's an apprentice on his second day out.
It was indeed it
was not an apprentice. Was it an apprentice?
No, it was.
Oh,
I thought I told you this.
No.
It was an apprentice. It was an apprentice. I don't know what day it was for him, but I trusted him because it was my first tattoo. So I was like, okay, let's freehand it. Let me see what you got. Broke out the what's that marker company? Crayola?
Like an Expo or
no, the Crayola.
Oh, like a
right?
Crayola
Yes.
marker?
Okay.
Oh, no, like a word art. The off-brand. He's an apprentice, so he's got the off-brand marker.
He broke out 3 markers. Did the outline. I was looking at the tail. I was like, dude, number one, that looks a little weird. But I went with it. I was like, okay, hopefully he fixes it whenever he starts tattooing. So we're on our 3rd break at this time. Dude was a big vapor, so he had to go outside a lot. Shave my arm, put the drawing on. like I said, he was on his third break. I had one of my buddies with me. He had tattoos. So the dude gets started. I'm like, okay, the pain's not too bad, Okay, I'm looking away because it's like a shot. If you look at the shot, it's going to hurt 10 times worse. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, I'm really doing the thing. Like, I'm really getting a tattoo right now.
that little bit of dread, like, oh, this is on here forever. Like, it's not going anywhere.
You can't wipe this off. Like, he's really doing it right now. It's really in my skin. So prior to this, I told my mom, I was like, okay, I'm thinking about getting this. She's like, look, I don't care. You just have to really think about it before you get it. Because if you don't, and you don't like it, it's on there forever. Okay. So I was like, yeah, I should think about it. Maybe I should wait as I'm getting the tattoo, right?
The perfect time. The perfect time to have regret, right?
Perfect time, dude. And you can't just stop because then it's like, okay, well, I just have an outline of a snake on my arm. Anyways, so I'm there from like... I can't even remember, dude. It was early. I want to say like 2 to like 8. I'm there for 6 hours, bro.
Golly.
6.
For an apprentice, too, is crazy.
6 hours. And, talking about leaving and just stopping, maybe I should have stopped whenever he went and got a tattoo artist and asked him if this is what he should do.
No.
Maybe that was a red flag right there. And I was like, ugh. Okay. Maybe this dude will guide him. Maybe it'll turn out, absolute fire and I'll enjoy it. Okay. Well, we get done. Needless to say, I'm fed up. Been there for 6 hours. Hungry as fuck. Do not like the tattoo at all. And I'm like, okay, well, now what? Should have really researched this shit before I got into it. And this is the part that Twin is going to love and flame me about. I want you to guess what the price was.
Okay, so you said it's from your hand to your elbow area?
Okay, so from my wrist to the divot, okay, almost. Okay. And then you got 6 hours.
Okay.
And, I don't know if you wanted to, since it was hand drawn on, if he's going to factor that in. But anyways, give me a price.
All right, so apprentices are always weird because they'll ask for prices from the artists, and artists can always charge higher prices and they go off their artist price. So it's kind of a toss-up. I'm going to throw a guess at $500.
You must be very experienced. Unfortunately, yes, it was 500. Wow. And I was like looking down at my arm, looking up to the dude, looking down at my arm. He's like, "You think it's 500 fair?" And I was like,
"No."
I was like, "Dude, I guess I got to go out of town like tomorrow, so yeah, it's perfect."
Had him feeling like $1 million too. He's like, "Yeah, I just killed that sleeve, dude." He called it a half sleeve. I just killed that half sleeve.
It definitely got posted on the Instagram as soon as I left. Dude, can I get a video of that? Like, I need a
second tattoo up on the gram. Make sure you like and comment.
Dude. Oh my god. Okay, so I got the tattoo. It was summer. I was about to go back to the house. I was like, dude, I'm putting this hoodie on. I'm really not about to show anybody this tattoo. Like, I'm not proud of it. Instant regrets, as they say, you know what I'm saying? And I go back out of town, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should look and, get this covered up because it's not really, a good tattoo. But I did some researching. I found a dude back home. I was like, you know what? I'll just wait until I go back home. So at this point, I go back home, and I'm like, dude, this dude's hella expensive. He charges $250 an hour Okay. I was like, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to stack up some money. At this point, no one knows I have the tattoo still. It's winter, so I'm chilling with the hoodie on. No one knows. And, the ones that you're afraid to tell are your grandparents because they're big Christians.
Oh, absolutely. Same here.
Exactly. They're like, oh, you shouldn't do that, whatever. I'm like, dude, I could be out doing, like, drugs. Like, I'm not.
Meth cocaine.
Exactly. I'm spending my money on tattoos, okay? It's some one time. They're always on there, etc. And then I go back out of town. I come back home like summer. So at this point, it's been a year. No one still knows I had this tattoo, okay?
Damn. Okay, I gotta give you credit for hiding it pretty good though.
Dude.
For a year, that's pretty good.
Summer was bad. I'm sweating my ass off. I constantly had a hoodie on. People knew, like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Why is Big Goofy in a hoodie here in 102 degree weather?
He's dripping all year round.
No days off on the hoodie grind for him.
Yeah, for real. So I'm sleeping, right? And at this point, I'm sleeping in. It's like 12, okay? My younger sister comes in. My arms hanging off the bed, out of the sheet. You can clearly see it, right? She comes in. She wakes me up, sees the tattoo, doesn't say anything else, turns around, runs out, tells my mom. And I'm like, oh.
Immediately snitches.
I was like, dude, I could have at least got it covered up, before you snitched on me. But, so my mom wasn't really mad. She was like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, it's a snake, pretty sure. So, but that's my story. It was a hell of a time getting it, covering up, and hiding it, really. I finally got it covered up. Twin nose. I've been going, trying to go every month.
Too, if I may say. I really think it came together well.
Thanks, Twin.
Not that I'm an expert, but I like it. I think it pieced together really well. I'm excited to see how he finished it out, too. Mm-hmm. He has a, what is that, Greek or Roman mythology?
No, Greek.
Greek mythology. It's
Greek god sleeve. Yep. I'm interested for Twin to tell us about his story. He comes from a very Christian household.
Oh, so very holy. Very holy. Growing up, I was always told tattoos are not for you. I grew up in the Baptist church, so anything fun was usually frowned upon, typically. So I always knew I wanted to get a tattoo. I just didn't know where, and I went to basically a scratcher. A guy doing tattoos out of his living room, and I got that wolf outline on my chest. I kind of just it was like, okay, it's on my chest. It's going to be easy to hide. I won't have to hear about it. It's whatever. Well, flash forward 2 weeks. I'm just chilling in my apartment before work. I get a FaceTime from my mom. I don't have a shirt on, so I just answer it. And the screen is cut up to mid-shoulder, where it's just barely peeking through. And we're talking, and all of a sudden she goes, what's that on your chest? And I froze. I'm like, oh, shit. And she goes, I'm going to get off here before I say something I don't want to. So the first tattoo was not only a shitty scratcher tattoo, but it took my mom to a rage. She said she was mad about it for about 3 or 4 days. And little did she know I'd get so many tattoos that she would just stop caring. She when I got my hand tattooed, she's just like, I don't care anymore. As long as you're not doing meth cocaine, you're okay in my eyes. So not really as crazy a story as yours, because I didn't have to hide it for a year under hoodies in the hot southern heat. But golly, that would be a rough one.
Yeah, not as crazy as mine at all. I didn't even want to experience it myself, but shit happens. So, oh well. Now, I hate to say this, but Twin's trying to dive into the piercing / I don't know if he's going to do body modifications.
I got my ears pierced, but yeah, I'm just diving into it.
Doubles.
Yeah, head first.
Doubles.
Jacob's ladder.
Doubles. He's got 4.
Chelsea's just not a good look for you,
4
man.
ear
It's really
piercings.
not. It's not a good look for you.
I thought about it. Ear piercing.
I think you'd look good with like some diamonds.
Okay, now he's trying to raise me up. That's crazy.
I'm just trying to get that free dinner, you know what I'm saying? Rhodesios.
Okay. Anyways, have you ever thought about body modifications? I'm talking split tongue. What's those things that they put under your skin? I can't remember what it's called. It's like the silicone, like rings
Implants
and stuff. Yeah. Have you ever seen them, like the horns on the people?
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
it's so
I would not
weird,
do that. I would not do that split. I'm good. I think like piercings wise, I'm probably done. I don't really want to get anything else done. I got my doubles, but I can't really see myself getting anything else. I know you said you want to have your nipples pierced. So you want to dive into that?
As a joke, I would never get my nipples pierced, man. I mean, could you imagine that?
I mean, we might get some Rhodesio that night if you show up.
The rings, bro. Oh wow, a handsome twin has his nipples pierced. Woo!
Oh, look at that twin. He has his doubles.
Dude.
I hate to cut this one short. This has been a lot of fun, but we do need to move
Yep.
to our reoccurring, everyone's favorite reoccurring segment.
Yep.
I think you know what it is. The Twinergy Top 5. This week, I kind of want to discuss the top 5 video games you had up to this point. I want to know your top 5 games. I'll start with my number 5. This is a game I would play when I was a kid. I mean, it was just the old go-to when I had my GameCube. And that would be Mario Baseball on the GameCube. Super Sluggers, I believe is what it was called. I don't know why. I beat the game a few times, but it's always so much fun. And even if I ever pull out the old GameCube, which I will do every now and again when I'm up home, I'm definitely playing me some Mario Baseball. I'd love to know, what is your number 5, the quote-unquote handsome twin?
Well, I'm not as old as you, so the GameCube was kind of, history whenever I started gaming. My first ever was a PSP.
Ooh.
Yes, the PSP.
I like that. Yeah.
And everyone that knows the PSP knows that it had the game Midnight Club. Okay. That's when you learn to be a street racer, also into cars, etc. Opens up your mind. Midnight Club's just all good. It's just good. It's a good game, dude. It really.
I never played that, but does that have like a good storyline to it?
I can't really remember the story, to be honest, because I always was in the shop modifying my car. And
He's playing a little West Coast Customs.
Exactly. But it was fun. I spent a lot of hours in the car, everything, because the PSP, it's like a DS. You could take it mobily, so it's before you had a phone, you had a PSP, etc. It's basically going to wrap up the number 5. I'm going to go ahead and say my number 4, GTA 5. Yeah, anyone knows GTA 5's been around for more than 10 years. I wasn't really allowed to play it. My stepdad got it for me, kind of secretly. Okay, so my mom
slid it underneath the table. Like,
exactly.
Hey, I want you to go ahead and play on this a little bit.
Exactly. That opened my eyes to a lot. The strip club was wild.
I was about to say, I bet you stay the Diamond Lace on GTA 5 all day.
Wild. Strip club was wild. Story mode was wild too. Spent a lot of time running from the cops, seeing how long you can get a wanted level 4. Cuss a lot, as a little kid. You're like, oh my god, this dude just blew up my fucking car. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, but
Pissed.
also, a lot of shark cards were bought on that game because I didn't feel like grinding. That was my 9 to 5 before my actual job. You know what I'm saying? But
His side hustle, if you will.
Exactly. I want to hear what your number 4 was.
So, I don't know if you've heard of this game, City Skylines. I've actually been playing it a lot this week.
Yes, he has.
I've been grinding it. But my love for this kind of game started back on the old computer days, back when I was a kid. we had a game, my family had a game called SimCity 4, the fourth installment, if you will. It was a deluxe edition. Basically, it's the same concept as City Skylines, where you develop a city, kind of choose residential areas, figure out how you're going to get services to different places. And talking out loud about it, man, it sounds like I'm a fucking nerd, but it is actually a lot of fun trying to learn how to manage traffic and kind of get a perspective on all that, you know, how to budget things correctly. That's actually how I learned how to budget, was playing that game, trying to figure out, you know, how I can get more income, how I could cut costs, everything like that. Very crazy how a game could teach you something as simple as that. But so number 4 was SimCity. My number 3. Very, very special game to me. A lot of people love this one. There's a lot of debate on if this is better than another game in the installment, and that would be Need for Speed Most Wanted, the OG version back in 2007, not the shitty remake.
Ooh.
Man, that game was fun. That game was fun. I used to play it when I go to my cousin's house on his Xbox. And whenever he had like a wife and he's like, I don't need this anymore, he slid me the Xbox and I got Need for Speed Most Wanted on it. I've beaten that game so many times. It got me into cars. The storyline of that was immaculate. You would hate Razor, the main villain. Like, man, by the end of that game, you want to fucking just put that guy off the fucking bridge, dude. I still hate that man to this day. I'd love to hear what your number 3 is, though. Oh, that also got me into racing as well. I really love racing games because of that game, and that really got me on the whole. I know you're a Forza guy, and ashamedly, I'm a Need for Speed guy. But I'd love to hear your number 3 pick for the Twinergy Top 5 Best Video Games.
Forza is on top, okay, but Need Speed, it's good too. I grew up on Need for Speed, so it's really kind of what opened my eyes.
You got promoted to Forza.
To Forza, really.
I see that.
Forza's got a good, like, open world, you know what I mean? I still can't get over your beef that you have with a virtual character, bro. Whatever.
On God, Razor, if you're listening to this, it is your last days.
If you somehow get smart enough to come out of the game and start listening to a podcast, Twin does not like you.
Okay, but it wasn't like a video game character. It was like a video. They did like video cutscenes.
Oh.
So there's like an actor, and he's like all like, it was like the stereotypical villain of like the thousands. Like he had like a black wife beater, tattoos, buzz cut. Oh, he'd be grimacing at you. Yeah, that's you. I hate him, dude. I don't know the man, but I hate him already.
Poor guy. Number 3 on my top 5 is Halo 3. Halo 3 is the first Halo I ever played. It was fun. Just really, I don't even know what it was. It was good. It was addicting. You could build stuff in the game. So the custom maps were better than the real maps. You know, it's just crazy. I mean, there's a lot to say about Halo, but if you know Halo, you know why it's on here. So I really don't even need to explain the game. Number 2, I think a lot of people will agree. MW2. MW2 was a good one. I spent a lot of late nights staying up when I shouldn't have on Rust. Rust is the best map, come at me, on MW2 ever.
See, I never like really played Call of Duties. That's just never really been my thing. But everyone I talk to about Call of Duty, they always say Modern Warfare 2 is the GOAT. Everyone says it.
That's one.
It's usually like the consensus is Modern Warfare 2, but I also hear Black Ops is a good one.
Black Ops is good.
Either of those. I've played Zombies on Modern Warfare 2. Did they have that on there one? Or is that Black Ops?
Okay, it's Black Ops.
So Black Ops is my favorite because that's the only one I've played.
But anyways, I mean, that wraps up my third and second one. I want to hear what your second one is.
Twin, you've made fun of me for this game quite a bit. But this game was a staple of my childhood. I spent hours and hours and hours grinding this game. I've beat it multiple times. Come back to beat it again. Skate 3. Skate 3 is a very, very good game. And like you said about Modern Warfare, you can actually build your own skate parks. And I used to I used to build some crazy stuff back in the day. I'm really looking forward to the next installment called Skate with a period. It's going to drop here eventually. The creators aren't dropping it until they know it's ready, and they have an audience for it too. They know, so I'm stoked. But you can customize your character, customize the skate park, customize your board, make your own team, skate on everything, skate on nothing, break every bone in your body if you're skilled enough in the Hall of Meat challenges. It was a lot of fun, and like I said, I spent a lot of time playing that game, playing against my buddies in that game, and just whooping ass because I'm good at that game. I can and no cocky shit. I am good at that game. I would love some Rodizio and to know your number one pick for that Twinergy top 5 video games.
Ooh, hashtag I'm gonna break your board, Coach Frank.
Coach Frank.
Coach Frank. That game is good. I'm not gonna lie. I hate on it because I suck at it. I cannot do anything, ollie, etc. I'm trying to think of that one big map that had the ramp that everybody would jump off.
Super Ultra Mega Park.
Yes, everyone would jump off the spawn and hit the ramp, go flying. It's crazy. Kind of makes me want to play the new one. I can't lie. Hopefully.
I'm stoked for it, dude. I've been like watching it like a hawk. I'm hoping I get to do they're doing like the gameplay testing stuff.
Ooh.
If I can get on that, I'm just gonna set all my school aside for a couple weeks. Take the L on that, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and grind me some skate.
Hey, if Coach Frank's on there, I'm down to learn. Anyways, my top number one. Okay, my top one might be a biased opinion, but BO2. Dude, BO2 is the best COD that I've ever played. I have like a lot of DLC, the baking camos, all the maps. The skate park is one of my favorite maps. That really got me into the whole sniping. Okay, so everyone was
snipe you.
Everyone was trick shotting off a carrier. That's whenever FaZe and all them was popular, So I don't know, dude. That game was all just good.
Just getting home on a Friday, popping that game on.
Yes. You got 2 days off. You're about to grind.
Pizza.
Yes, dude. Ugh, childhood was good with that game. Yeah, that's my top one because it is my all-time fave. I want to know what your top one is, though.
So, a little backstory before I reveal number one. Growing up, I wasn't really allowed to play the violent games because we were a good Christian household, of course. So, whenever I was mature enough to buy my own games, I got Assassin's Creed, the first Assassin's Creed game. And ever since then, I've played every single game from Assassin's Creed, except for one called, I think it's like Liberty or something like that. It's based actually it's supposed to be in like South America, like the Cajun area. Anyway, so there's always big debates in the Assassin's Creed scene to say which one is the best, which one is the absolute best. You've got the pirating game of Black Flag. You've got the American Revolution of 3. I really liked the newer games like Valhalla, Mirage, all that. But if you mention Assassin's Creed, you're definitely going to talk about Ezio Auditore, one of the best protagonists in the series. You cannot deny that. Now, within those 3 is where the debate is between the first one, Assassin's Creed 2, or Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And my number one choice of the best game I've ever played is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood because I love Assassin's Creed as is, but man, just the flow of that game, the storyline, the missions, everything, it was just so good. I love that game. I've replayed it so many times. Love to play it every time, and I look forward to see what direction the studio goes to see if we can get more games like it. I loved the scenes too. Italy was awesome to play in. But yeah, that's my number one is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Drop in a comment on YouTube. What is your top 5 video games we'd love to hear from you, and we appreciate you listening.
I'm going to have to say Assassin's Creed is a good game, okay? All around, mechanics are good, okay? Scenes are good. The fighting mechanics are good. I love it. But my all-time fave, Assassin's Creed 3, okay?
He likes that revolution, baby.
Yes, that era of history was the best, okay? And I don't know what it was, but something about sword fights with some British soldiers were just
some lobster backs, if you will.
Yes.
The loyalists are going down by my hand and my blade.
That was good. It was a good game. I honestly should put it on here.
What's crazy about that game too is like when I'm hiking and stuff, I'm looking around, and I don't know if you remember like the opening scene when you're in like the woods and stuff. As a young dude, it feels like you're in that game sometimes when you look around. Because I mean, it's kind of the same area when you think about it, in the mountains and stuff. It's like, whoa, am I in Assassin's Creed 3 right now, dog? Like, this is crazy as fuck.
Oh yeah, you're right actually, and it makes me want to parkour like I did in that game. A lot.
Just parkour between trees. Hey, if I see you jumping trees, I'm probably going to walk the other direction because I'm not going to be there to heal your broken arms and things when you fall. I'll call an ambulance for you, though. I'll be nice enough to do that.
We'll be in the middle of the woods. Sir, where are you at? I have no idea. I'm just going to leave him here.
I need help. That's all I do now.
Well,
that was a good one. That was a good top 5. I think that's our time here with the episode 2 of the Twinergy podcast. We want to thank you for listening. And like I said, drop your top 5, drop a like, drop a comment, and drop a subscribe. Had a lot of fun on this one. These are getting a little bit more natural, a little bit more fun. So I look forward to the other 6 episodes before we throw a guest in the mix and everything. But we appreciate it. Wagon, you got anything to say?
like he said, I would be very interested to hear your guys' top 5. If you guys want to, you guys can do it on every episode, and we'll review kind of like, oh, okay, well, this is what they like. Honestly, I want to say thanks for listening in, giving us an hour of your time. This is getting more natural, and it's just like talking to Twin. Just, it's like every day, honestly. And I've had a lot of fun this episode, and I'm ready for the next one.
All right. Well, take it easy, folks.